the start was almost the end straight away. It was back when it was winter rugby, and trust me, it was freezing. And I went and sat back in the car crying my eyes out. It was too cold for me, Mum, I'm not going back. Anyway, 6 months, this is when I'm 7 years old. This not 2 years ago, the year before I signed it. No, this was when I was 7. I left and went back later when it was a little bit warmer for me. So ever since I've been 7 years old, I've been in it. Wigan lad, played in Wigan St Cuthbert's. Moved to the dark side in St Helens, which was a pretty brave move for a 13-year-old lad when all his mates are playing in Wigan. So yeah, that was where the journey started for me. There's no other sport really like it, like being around the rugby lads and your mates. You have your other friends away from it and stuff like that, but you make bonds and the memories that you make playing rugby and all these tours you go on when you're 14, 15, 16, playing in these academy games and stuff like that. You look back, and when you're in your pubs or you can't quite understand what Woods is saying at bar, I can understand and translate some of our stories that we'll have from academies with Wigan. So yeah, it's those memories that you make and the people you meet. I think you meet some of the best people in and around rugby league. It's a great community to be a part of. It's hard time for Newcastle. I enjoyed the trip over to Australia with Wigan. I really enjoyed that. I kind of come out of nowhere for me really. I wasn't expecting to go, and then I got told I was going, and then a few days before I got told I would be going over with a media team, travelling with them, so I dropped on there as well. So I got myself a little holiday beforehand, and then warmed Australia up for the lads, and yeah, we made some good memories there on the field. So I got to play at was it ANZ, Rabbitohs Wigan. That was a big one. Obviously Dad's a big rugby nerd and stuff like that. He loved Rabbitohs and stuff like that. Thought get the messages and flick through your Facebooks, Twitters, and see people after the game posting on it. Just being in those moments. Josh Woods will tell you, he might not enjoy this one as much, but when we actually lost the Academy Grand Final in our second year, we was odds on losers. There was no way anyone would have backed us or give us half a chance. I think we ended up playing like 102 minutes of rugby. Woodsy played a blinder. I played particularly well in that game, and it didn't feel like we'd lost, and that was just one. That I could probably tell you how every minute of that game goes. Yeah, I loved every minute of that one. That's probably one of my favourite memories, rugby. What do you need to know? The moustache never goes. Right. That's like, there's no superpowers in it or anything like that. I don't know. I've never seen my top lip since being about. It's took me a while to grow this. I've been growing this for 23 years, so yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we can think of one. We'll find one out along the way. I'll keep you posted on that, but I'd say I'm not all too interesting. Bumping into Dennis on Formby Beach is the main one. That's where I got poached up for Newcastle. Nah. Yeah, I like my downtime. I like being out and nature and finding new places, new people, but I really like my music, so I've got a record player. I'm into going into these cool, quirky record stores and stuff like that. I've not actually done my homework in Newcastle, so if anyone can point any out for me where I can go and have a look at them kind of stuff, like your coffee shops and just your new out there place and stuff like that. I kind of like them kind of things, like travelling. That is the big goal eventually, when I've old and retired and gone a bit grey and lost the mullet. And just walking around today, this morning, and that there's just very. There's something like an unhomely feeling, like people just saying, yeah, Woodsy got a ticket this morning parked up. We worked with him, was with some fella come over having a laugh about it as well. The parking attendant copped some flack. He will say that. So just the people being around the city. I believe Wigan's got like pretty rich. It's a little place, and Newcastle's a lot big. It's rich. It's got a lot of history. But Newcastle same stuff. You've got like how many national treasures do you have from Newcastle and stuff like that. It's like mad. Obviously, want to get to at St James's Park for one of the football games and stuff like that. So they might be a new team. Might have thought invest in a Newcastle shirt.